It's Monday, May the 5th, 2014. It's 6:30 a.m. and I'm starting out on a day's shed hunt, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to head up through that way. I've been about 2 hours on my shed hunt. I'm in this black timber in here. No one's come in here probably. I'm probably the only person that's come through here, you know. It's pretty thick in here, and anyways, I'm looking from my right to my left like I always do, and I see a shed, an elk shed up there. I don't know if it's this year's or it's last year's, but it looks like a pretty decent shed. Anyways, I'll bring it in here. There it is there. Could be last year's, I don't know, but it looked kind of brown with white tips as it lays right there. I hope it's a good one. I deserve a big one. Decent size, big 6-point would be beautiful. Anyways, let's go and take a look at it. It's about 30 yards away, maybe 40. No, if only the other one was beside this one, I'd be happy. Big matching set would be just fantastic to finish the year off. But I'm too unlucky to find big ones together. One day it'll happen though. It's not this year's, it's last year's. Nice 5. Yeah, there it is there. It's a good, nice, real nice 5-point. But it's better than nothing. At least I found a shed. Didn't get skunked today. I've been about 2 hours on my shed hunt. I'm in this black timber in here. No one's come in here probably. I'm probably the only person that's come through here, you know. It's pretty thick in here, and anyways, I'm looking from my right to my left like I always do, and I see a shed, an elk shed up there. I don't know if it's this year's or it's last year's, but it looks like a pretty decent shed. Anyways, I'll bring it in here. There it is there. Could be last year's, I don't know, but it looked kind of brown with white tips as it lays right there. I hope it's a good one. I deserve a big one. Decent size, big 6-point would be beautiful. Anyways, let's go and take a look at it. It's about 30 yards away, maybe 40. No, if only the other one was beside this one, I'd be happy. Big matching set would be just fantastic to finish the year off. But I'm too unlucky to find big ones together. One day it'll happen though. It's not this year's, it's last year's. Nice 5. Yeah, there it is there. It's a good, nice, real nice 5-point. But it's better than nothing. At least I found a shed. Didn't get skunked today. Well, I went up that way about probably 300 yards, 250, or somewhere around there. I couldn't find the other side, so I'm going back, and I go back from where that antler was and go back that way and try. Anyways, it's pretty thick in here, hard to find. That's got a good mass. That's a huge 5-point, big base. It's not that bad a shape. It's only chewed a little bit on the outside. That's the biggest 5-point I've found since I've been shed hunting. It's got about a 20-inch long tip on the back, on the main beam. From where it forks, it's pretty long. And it's pretty good shape. It's brown as anything on the bottom side, and still brown on the top because the sun never got at it. So I'm quite happy with that find. It's heavy. It weighs about, that shed weighs probably about 7 pounds. It's been about an hour. I can't find that other side of this matching shed. Darn it all. I would have loved to find the other side. But sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. This time I lost. But I got a bonus. I just about walked past it. I was going along this way. And like I say, it's a good thing I look 360 all the time. And I go real slow. Because it looks like an elk shed there. I'll bring it in. I just see a little bit of brown there. It looks like a tang. Whereabouts is it there? There it is there. I'm sure it's an elk shed. There it is. Sorry about that. I couldn't get it zeroed in. But you can see, I can see through the viewfinder that it's a point sticking up right there. And it is an elk shed. I'll go over and see if it's this year's. Hopefully, I hope it is. It's only about 30 feet from me, maybe 40 feet. Let's go see. Yeah, it's right along this game trail. This game trail is coming down through the timber here. And he dropped it off right here. Yeah, it's a 5-point, a small one. And it is this year's. Yeah, there it is. Been off for probably a couple weeks. But I'll just show this other 5-point compared to this little small 5-point. Show you the difference here, the size. Unbelievable. There's a difference between the two. Yeah, there it is. That's just a little puny thing compared to that big one. I'm soaked to the ass, you know. It's been raining all day. I'm cold, getting a little chilly. I keep walking. And I only got halfway through my shed hunt so far. Still got about another 3 or 4 hours to go. I'll take a picture of that one there. I come from that way down this game trail here from the timber up in there. I sent an eye spot to my contacts. I left the eye spot down on the ground while I was going to look around for that other 5-point small shed. And I kind of thought I remembered the place, but I was over in that hill. And I thought it was over there, and I looked all around there, I couldn't find it, so I went back to where I dropped the sheds, and I was on the wrong trail. It split the game trail up there and it come down to the left here, but I won't do that again. I'm going to say I found my eye spot. It's right here. I left it here. I won't do that again, I'll tell you. Message has been sent. All this elk hair here. The bull was bedded right here. You can see all the hair. It's right there. You know. And he was bedded here, and that's where his antler was. I found right there. So he probably was bedded here, and then he ended up dropping it. And he dropped it right there. It's a mixed snow here. It's pretty chilly. It's only about +2. And I'm wet. I got to keep moving or else I'll get cold. I got to keep moving. I'm pretty wet. But I'm not getting that cold. I'm walking, so it keeps me warm. I got to keep moving. Anyways, I'm found out of the matching side of that 5-point. Probably dropped it a long ways away. I'm not going to look for it anymore. I'm going to continue on my game plan here. I got seen a hare up there, on a little bit up higher up there, about 40 yards in it. And you can see the hare. It comes right down here. The cat dragged that deer. It's a mule deer. Dragged it right down through here and right underneath this big fir here. It's only probably about 4 or 5 days old. And there's the cat buried it. There's the gut bag. And there's the legs. There's the head. Right there. I'm coming up from down below there. I'm in big timber here. I'm going up this game trail. I see bull elk tracks going up here. Anyways, I looked to my left. I said, that looks unusual there. And I'll just bring it in. It's about 40 feet from me. I think it's a mule deer shed. Maybe it's the matching side of my other side that I found here about in that tree about over 2 weeks ago, because it looks like a big fork. It's right there. I hope it's a side to the other side, because I'd love to have the other side for that. When I found it was a 3-point. This one here looks like a fork. Anyways, I'm still going to be heading up to the top up there, and let's go over and take a look at this. I know it's a mule deer shed. Yeah, there it is. I don't think it's the matching side of the other side. But anyways, it's another fresh shed, and I'll take it. And that makes 2 fresh sheds today. An elk shed, a mule deer shed, and 1 big huge 5-point elk shed from last year. Take a picture of this. It's 12 p.m. I'm coming down this here hill here, and there's an old shed there. It's right in front of me. An elk shed. Damn rain, it's just mixed with snow. Take a look and see if it's chewed. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. It's chewed pretty good. There's another old elk shed. Yeah, they seem to like this thick stuff in here when they drop their sheds. Second one within 200 yards. There's another old elk antler. 3 in this area. all within a couple hundred yards of one another. This place here is just riddled with elk grubs. There's a big tree there a big bull picked on. A remote area you see I'm in. I'm quite a ways back in here. There's rubs all over the place from elk. There's another elk shed there, an old one. Yeah, they were in here big time about 5 years ago. Oh. Yeah, there it is there. He was a 6 because there, you can see the drop tang there. My toe is. And yeah, another point coming up there, another one there, third one, fourth, fifth, sixth. I called today Old Shed Day. All I'm finding these old sheds. There's a big whitetail shed. I'm going to leave that one here too. Anyways, I'm up straight to the top, high as I can go. And we're back down that way. There's a great big base from an elk, probably about 10 years old. Yeah, it's nothing left. The squirrels have finished eating it all. There's an elk shed. I just turned left here instead of following that game trail. I figured I'd cut through here, heading back down. There it is there. Let's see if it's fresh. Yeah, it's this year's. It's this year's elk shed. Great. 3 fresh sheds today. 2 elk and 1 mule deer. Well, there's one there. I just walked right on it. It's a big one. It's a big bull that was at one time. He had a big mass, probably a 330, 340 bull. Boy, that's big. And then I looked over here, there's another one here. There's a 6 point. Geez, I'm going to have to maybe leave a couple here. I got the other 2 down there to get yet. And I haven't even finished today. But that is one big left antler. That was a big one. It's chewed off on the 6 point up from squirrels. Yeah, a big antler there. Probably say it's probably about 6 years old. Well, I got them all to this point here. I'm a long ways up here still. But I'm going to have to take what's priority here. You know, I'm going to have to take the fresh ones. I'm going to have to hang these on a tree. Yeah, there's my find for the day. I'm gonna have to take what's fresh and hang the rest up and do a waypoint. Come back here tomorrow, and then I gotta still go up there in that timber and look around up there, because I didn't comb it very good because I had so many sheds. Well, I finally got back to the quad. I carried them down. I left 4 sheds up there, hung them in the tree, and I did a waypoint. Anyways, I'm back to my quad. I'm glad. Tired. It's just after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I started out around about 6:30 a.m. this morning. And all these sheds that I found are all up on the high elevation, way up in the timber, right up as high as you can go in this area anyway. So that tells me something. I put on about I'd say probably about 16, 17 kilometers today, and up and down over hills and everything. It was hard go.